Hello everybody and welcome to Wednesday Live here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. I'm Victoria and I am so glad that you are here for another live stream. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and give this live a thumbs up. That way YouTube will know that you are enjoying what you're seeing here on the live stream. Today is all about using your stash, and I pulled some items from my stash I'm going to use to make a 12 by 12 inch layout. So come join me for that. If you are in a position to scrapbook or craft in any kind of way, I would love for you to join me today. And of course, if you're watching this on the replay, then I hope you're relaxing and enjoying. Time to get started, right? I'm going to hang out for just a second, let some more folks pop on. Make sure you throw me a hello, a howdy-do in the chat. Let me know that you are here today. And throw in that thumbs up there as well. I am so glad that you guys are here. These Wednesday lives are just a great opportunity to just kind of take some time out and to hang out with some of your favorite crafty people, right? And watch us do our thing. I'm going to go over the products I'm going to be using for today's project. Again, I'm making a single page 12 by 12 inch layout. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Throw me a hello in the chat section. We want to see that you're here. We're going to hang out for just a little bit. Oh, good. We've got some more people joining us. Awesome. Also, Super Chat is enabled today. So if you would like to purchase a Super Chat that helps support the channel and Victoria Marie Designs, I greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much. Hello, everybody. So glad that you're here. Allison says she's a first timer. Well, hello, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope you enjoy it. We've got some folks from Scotland, from San Antonio. Hello, Jesus. She says, I'm joining in from my husband's phone. Central Illinois. Hello, Mickey. So glad that you're here. We have a lot of new people. So if you are new and this is your first time, please let me know. Hey, Debbie, what's going on? And Autumn, good afternoon, everybody. We've got Anessa from Conroe, Texas. Hello, hello, hello. So glad that you guys are here. All right, I do have a couple of announcements that I want to make before we get started with today's project. I'm going to make those here in just a second. I just want to have some more people to pop on. And of course, I'll remind you towards the end as well. Hello, Valentina. She's joining us from the Netherlands. Fantastic. I love that. I love that. Deb says I may fall asleep. You know, Deb, I wish I could sleep. I wish I could sleep right now. I'm having a very difficult time getting rest. Hey, Paige. I injured or sprained my neck on Thursday just by shifting in bed. So I've been dealing with neck pain for the past almost week now. And I'm in the process of seeing a chiropractor. And Debbie, I'm not feeling all that much better. But I almost canceled our live today, but I'm like, no, I'm going to do the live because I need to keep moving. You need to rest. The interesting thing about neck issues is that while you need to rest, and rest is very good whenever you sprain something or whatnot, I guess regardless of whether it's your neck or not, you also need to move around too, because if you sit too long, then you get sore. So I've been icing, and I'm seeing a chiropractor, and I saw my primary doctor, and I've got muscle relaxers, which are not working, by the way. So I'm on Advil. I'm going back and forth from cold to hot compresses. And so this is me. I needed to stand up. So for the next hour or so, I'm going to stand up, just kind of move, being very gentle with myself. I can't exercise this week. My doctor told me no exercise except for walking. So I'm kind of bummed about that because I was really on a roll with my exercise program. But that's okay. The body's got to heal. And apparently it takes a while. So I don't know. I injured my trapezius muscle, which is like this trapezoid shaped muscle like in your back. So there we go. It is what it is. Hey, Bromero Cards is joining us at work. We want to say hi. Oh, that you're amazing. Thank you so much, Ricky. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Make sure you check out his channel. Dude's doing card making, which I absolutely love. Makes beautiful cards, so make sure you check Bromero Cards out here on YouTube. Thank you so much, friend. I'm so glad you joined us today. Oh, I'm so honored. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I think we're ready to get started. I do have a chair close. If I need to sit down, I'll sit down. But we're going to get going. We just got to keep the train moving. Keep the train moving. Yes, a tub with Epsom salts. Absolutely. I got to definitely do that. I've got all of that. I've been doing the soaking and the compresses and the whole nine. It takes a while for our bodies just to kind of heal after we've done something crazy like shift in bed. That's all I did. All right, let's get to the announcements real quick, and then we'll get to the project. You may be noticing that I'm wearing some Victoria Marie merch. You know I've got to represent. I'm not only a client, but I'm the player president. So I've got, some of y'all know that reference. So I've got to wear the merch. Speaking of merch, there is a sale, not a sale, there's free shipping going on for my merch. So if you are interested in Victoria Marie merch, I'm going to show you the merch site. Here we go. I got 2 new designs that are up. Respect My Good Scissors is available as a design, which is really, really cool. If you see up here on the bar, 4 days left to take advantage of free standard shipping. That's both domestic and international. So if you've been wanting to check out some Victoria Marie merch, make sure you do. You can filter it to whatever you're looking for. So if you're looking for women's t-shirts, just click on women's t-shirts. I've got a new design that says scrapbooking, scrapbooking, scrapbooking repetitively. It kind of looks like one of those old shopping bags that has thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you on it. So those come in a variety of colors. Respect My Good Scissors is now available. Of course, we still have Scrapbook Like a Boss. That design is still available as well. And there's different sizes. Different styles. They come in a variety of sizes and a variety of colors. So if you want to check that out, you get free shipping until the 17th. So you make sure you check out some Victoria Marie merch. I have aprons, I have t-shirts, I have mugs, all kinds of things here in the shop. So take advantage of the free shipping, especially if you live internationally. That's free standard shipping. So it's not like overnight shipping or anything, just your standard shipping. And all you have to do is just click redeem and they'll add that to your cart. So when you check out, then that free shipping will be adjusted. The next thing I want to tell you about is the Victoria Marie September online virtual crop. Those of you who have been following me for this crop for the past year, you know all the crops this year are based on using your stash. So if you want to join us, this month's theme is using your pocket card stash. So those 3x4 pocket cards, 4x6 pocket cards, all of the challenges are based on this theme. So whether you have some in your stash, you'd like to make your own, come and join us. We have live Zoom Scrap and Chat. I have a mini class where I'll be talking about some techniques for using 3x4 and 4x6 pocket cards. And you don't have to use them on a pocket page. You can use them on your regular scrapbooking, whether you do 12x12 layouts, 2-page spreads, traveler's notebooks, mini albums, whatever it is that you do, you can use pocket cards to create very cool designs. So come check this out. It's only $9.99. You get challenges, there's prizes, giveaways, live Zoom Scrap and Chats, which you can participate or not. A lot of people just like to observe. And the cool thing about the crop is that you have 3 weeks to play with the challenges to win, with the possibility of winning a prize. Okay, all the information is available. I posted links to both my merch shop and the Rock Your Stash online virtual crop are in the description down below. So make sure you check that out as you're watching today's live stream. Okay, so merch, free standard shipping, and then the Rock Your Stash online virtual crop is going down this weekend. So if you're interested, $9.99 USD. You get your challenges, your prizes, your giveaways, live Zoom Scrap and Chats, and a mini class. It's the best deal going, folks. So come and check it out. And you get to hang out with other like-minded croppers who love to scrapbook. Some people just like to come and chill. They don't like to participate in the challenges. They just want to hang out and do the Zoom Scrap and Chats. Some people are committed to doing those challenges, and you'll get access to all the challenges for 3 weeks after the crop weekend. So you can come and go. You may say, Victoria, I've got something else going on this weekend. I'm not able to make it. Don't worry, because the challenges and stuff will be there for you. The live Zoom Scrap and Chats are recorded, and I post them as a replay within the Facebook group. By the way, it's hosted all on a private Facebook group. So there you go. Come check it out. Come check it out. Come check it out. And check out the merch and get that free shipping, standard shipping. All right, so let's get on to making a layout. And let me not like dance too much because I don't want to like injure something else. What is it about like getting to your 40s and then above that, you just simple things and your body's just like, I can't handle it. I can't do it. Anyway. All right, let's get to the scrapbooking. I'm gonna switch my screen here and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So this is where this project started. Of course, you guys know that I've been focusing on using stash, hence the theme of the crops this year. And so I wanted to do a layout where I'm using my stash. Hey, Patience, I'm looking forward to the stash. Woohoo! I mean, to the crop. Thank you. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm gonna actually start out with my process. I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes in terms of my process. This is something that I typically share with my patrons, but I also like to share with you guys too. So I usually start out by sketching out a design and what I want it to look like. And to be honest, this design is gonna look absolutely nothing like what you are going to see, me create today. So I thought I was going to create some pockets and have a couple of photos and do some embellishing and the whole nine. But that's not what I'm going to do today. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I found this pattern paper here and I thought to myself, what can I do with this pattern paper? Because typically I probably would have cut it up, but I like this space here that has all of these colors. They're kind of like a watercolor brush stroke, sort of. And it has a little bit of faux stitching going across it because, you know, bake it till you make it. Exactly. I'm over my 40s elements. Exactly, right? And someone asked me on my Instagram DM, she says, does it change when you get 50? I'm like, my sources say it does not. So we're in for a ride, my friend. Oh, Ricky, we're in for a ride. Okay, so I started out with one idea, but this paper is informing the design today. So we're going to go ahead and get right to it. First things first. What am I using out of my stash? I have a Hip Kit Club kit, and I don't remember what month this kit was. And I'm a subscriber. I love Hip Kit Club. I've been subscribing for quite a while now. And this particular kit, I want to say this was like a spring. Maybe this was spring. I can't remember. But lots of really pretty pattern papers. Elizabeth says, hello, my fellow coworkers. Yes, it's our staff meeting today, right? I have all these beautiful pattern papers here. Very pretty. Totally forgot that I had this in my stash. So this is like a half-used kit. So I want to make sure that I get this used up. So I pulled this pattern paper from that pack, and this is the back of it. So very subtle. Then it has all these really fun embellishments, from puffy stickers to acrylic phrases, which are really nice. These cute little embroidery hoops. I mean, seriously, those are adorable. I've been seeing that a lot in crafting stuff. Some die cuts, and some stickers and letters and enamel dots, okay? To that, I reached further into my stash because I want to kind of round this out a little bit. So I'm basically using like part of a kit that I haven't fully used, plus bring in some other stuff for this project. And then of course I can leave this out because then I can make other things too. I'm going to figure out which one of these letter combos I'm going to use for my title. So I have a larger font and a smaller font. I'm going to kind of mix that up here in just a second. So this all came from my stash. This is called Marquee from Thickers. This is from Hip Kit Club. And then this is from Citrus Twist. That's been in my stash for a while. Then, let's see, what else do I have? From my stash, I grabbed this Felicity Jane stamp set, and in this stamp set, it has little numbers, and I'm going to use this to create a list for my journaling. I also have some butterflies that are left over from a previous Hip Kit Club kit, some Garden Party resin stickers that I'm almost used up. I have these bows from Pinkfresh Studio. I thought would be cute to put one of these together to use on the layout. Some clips from the Happy Day or Day-to-Day collection. This was more like a planner type collection that was from Maggie Holmes, which is really cool. And then I have some puffy stickers I pulled from my stash from the Buenos Dias collection by Obed Marshall. And so just a few things to, to kind of round it out. They coordinate it with the Hip Kit Club kit that I'm using or the rest of the elements that are in that kit. And yeah, so I'm going to try to use some of this stash today to create a layout. Hey, Stacy says, I'd love to take part in the crop from the UK. Would love to be part of your monthly kits, but where can I find the monthly crop? You mean, Stacy, you want to be a part of the monthly crop? You can go to the Victoria Marie blog and click on crop. The link is in the description. Or you can go to Eventbrite and you can follow me on Eventbrite. And then that way you'll know when I have those monthly events. On my blog, there is a link to the calendar where you can see what crops are coming up next. But I always post the information on my blog. And then there's a link to the Eventbrite where you can register for the crop. We have September, October, and November left. And I'm not doing a crop in December, so I usually take a break. All right, here we go. So all those links are down below in the description. I love using pattern papers that have a really cool design, right? Work smart, not hard. I'm going to go ahead and cut the branding strip. And this layout is called Mom Advanced Pack. Mom Advanced Pack. Instead of starter kit, I've got the advanced pack. So the reason why is I'm going to be scrapbooking 2 photos. And I took a picture, or my daughter took a picture of me, and I took a picture of her, and we were on our way out to her ballet class. And this is typically what she looks like when she's on her way to class. They have to wear their warm-up clothes when they are headed into class. She's got her dance t-shirt on and these, I don't know what material these leggings are. It's kind of like workout material. I don't know. Shorts. She's got her leggings on. She's got her booties. Those of you who have kids in ballet or maybe have done ballet yourself or dance, these booties help keep your feet and your ankles warm. So it helps to prevent injury. Then there's me, and I have my embroidery bag, my dress with my pockets, my chucks, my water bottle. This is my standard issue mom look. As of these days, we are constantly on the go. She's got practice 6 days a week or 5 days a week, and then she starts theater today. So we'll be doing that. And so basically I try to grab some stuff to entertain myself because I sit in the parking lot waiting for her, me and Bree both, when it's her turn to drive her. Sit in the parking lot and wait for our kid to finish practice, or we'll go to a coffee shop or whatever. But I wanted to capture this moment in my life because it's super busy and my kid's really involved in stuff. And so I got to be ready to take her and do the thing while balancing work and caregiving and all that stuff. So I decided to call this layout the Mom Advance Pack. And this is what you need when you're advancing in your parenting. This is what you need. You need your entertainment to, entertain yourself when you're driving the kids around if you have children or whomever. Comfy clothes and the whole nine. So I'll get to that in a second. These photos are printed 3x4, and I resized these using an app called Pinkfresh, and they are going to sit right here. I thought that I would take advantage of the lines here by adding my journaling here to the side. It's going to be numbered, but I do want to work with some clusters and some frames and that type of thing. So I pulled out some embellishments from my stash. I've got some die cuts, some frames from this Pinkfresh Studio frame pack. And what I'm going to do is create an anchor to start a background using these frames. You're going to see me do that here in a second. Then from my stash, I have this frame that has a little pom-poms. And this, I think, was either from Maggie Holmes or probably Maggie Holmes. I can't remember which collection this was from. But I thought this would be great to highlight the photo of myself because really this layout is more about me, not so much my daughter. And so, but I put this photo here because I thought it would go great with the story. Okay. You don't look old enough to have kids. Oh my goodness. You thought I was in my early 20s? Girl, I love you to death. No, I am 41 and my kid is 12. I am 41. God bless you. Aw, I love that. I'm so flattered now. Thank you for thinking I was in my 20s. No, those days are gone. Nope, I'll be 42 next year in March. Thank you. That made my day. Alrighty, so what I want to do is just kind of lay some things out here. I do want some pattern paper that's going to go behind this photo. So I'm going to grab, I don't usually like cutting into 12 by 12 just for this purpose, but I'm going to anyway because, it's paper. I'm going to grab, I'm trying to decide what color do I want. Do I want blue? Do I want yellow? Yeah, let's do yellow. That makes it nice and bright. And I don't have to mount this photo because it's going to go on the frame, but I do want to mount this photo. And we're going to get some white cardstock too. So let's do that. There we go. And we're going to see how this comes together. Now, my design for this layout initially was totally different than what I actually put together. And I'm trying really hard to kind of step outside of my default designs. I think we all have the default design, right? Where we put our photo in one spot, we put our embellishing in a certain spot, our title always goes on one side or the other. And it's good to just kind of branch out of default mode a little bit and do something slightly different. I want this to have a white border around it, so I'm just putting some white cardstock behind there. While I'm getting this together, for those who are new, see ya, Valentina. For those who are new, I did, or if you didn't hear about it, I did a 3-part series on using one paper pad to create 10 layouts. So if you haven't caught that, that is available here on my YouTube channel. Check out the playlist. It's my live stream playlist if you haven't checked that out yet. It's great to put on while you are have a nice long session for crafting. I took the Arcadia paper pad by Die Cuts with a View and created 10 kits that I then used to create 10 layouts, plus some extras. So make sure you check that out here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. That was a lot of fun. People have been asking me if I'm going to do that again. I have another one of those planned where I use a kit or collection that I currently have in my stash to create 10 layouts. So make sure you check that out. Stay tuned because that'll be coming in the next few weeks or so. I'm not committing to a date because I want to make sure that my back is, or my neck is okay. Oh boy, it is what it is. Washing usually helps me step out my comfort zone. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. You know what? As Vicky Booten says, it's just paper, right? It's just paper. So have some fun with it. I'm putting some adhesive on the back of this frame, and I'm just going to put this right over my photo like so. And that frames that out. And then, of course, I did a little bit of a framing around this photo. And I'm going to stick these right around here. I think will be good. All right, so now I want to bring in some embellishments. And my thought was, I was going to take these frames. Again, this is from Pinkfresh Studio. I love, love, love using frames to create backgrounds. So I'm just going to kind of pop this one right here. What I'm doing is I'm kind of creating a layered background behind my photos using the frames. And what you can do is you can pop something inside your frame, like a photo or embellishments or whatnot, other pattern paper if you don't want to leave your frame open. You can just leave it as it is if you want to. It's completely up to you. But frames are a great way to establish an anchor. And by anchor, I mean that's going to be the spot that you're going to use by which you embellish, right? You already have a natural spot to where you can build out some clusters. I want my journaling to go right around here. So I am going to play around with the position of these frames for just a second. There we go. And these already have adhesive on them. I put a little bit of powder behind them so I can move them around. And I want to make sure that I have room for my title. And this is just drawing some attention, drawing your eye to the photo and giving me what I mean by anchor is it's giving me a spot of which I can build upon a layered cluster, because you guys know that layering is my jam. Okay. So before I commit to the other stuff, I want to work out my title, because the title is going to go here. And I just want to make sure I have enough room. I think I'm going to go with these marquee letters because I haven't used them in forever. Enough room for all of my letters for the title, for this part of the title. I think I might put it here, the word advanced. So it's going to say the Mom Advanced Pack. And I just want to make sure that I'll have enough space. If not, I'm going to have to move some stuff around. So I want the words the Mom and then Advanced Pack. And I think what I'll do is just kind of line them up left justified, but we'll get there here in just a second. So let me just make sure I have enough room. If I don't have enough room to spell advanced, I'm going to shift things over just a little bit, but you don't know until you get there. So let's get there. Advanced. I might have to do the shifting. Yeah, I'm going to have to shift it over just slightly. And what I like to do is use a powder tool, particularly if I'm using things that have adhesive on the back, so that I can kind of dull the sticky a little bit. And then that way I can move things around on the layout. You can also put it on wax paper if you want. Move your items around so you know where you want them. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough space for all my letters. And I'm just kind of gingerly laying these down. Now these are chipboard thickers, which means that they don't stick for too long on the page. Those of you who have familiarity with thickers, they sometimes do not like to stay. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. I'm usually not this fussy with title work, but I really want to use these font stickers. I just want to make sure that I have enough space and leaving it open, right, to be a little bit flexible. And I'll get these all straight here pretty soon. Just want to make sure that I have enough space. That goes really, really far out. So maybe what I'll do, because I don't need all of that frame, I just need a little bit of it, is I'll shift this up just a little bit. right? So I don't want it just like right on the edge. And then pack is going to go right here. And I could have used some wax paper to do this, right? Put it on some wax paper. Advance, pack. And I'll play with this just a little bit. Let's see. Now I also thought just putting this down here independently, and then I can bring this up just a smidge, because I do have the other part of the title that I need to address as well. This is why I like doing live streams, because I like watching other people's live streams, because you get to see them work through their process. Okay, move that up. Okay, I think that might be what it's going to go, and then the mom will go right here. Now, as I'm playing with these letters, before I go any further, I do have journaling that I printed on vellum, and the journaling strips are going to go here. Right here. I'm just kind of using the lines to help inform where I put those journaling strips. And I wanted the journaling to be really super casual. There we go. And just kind of place them here, here, and everywhere. This also would have been really cool to just do journaling all the way down the line. But I'm doing a list of what's included in the Mom Advance pack. According to me. And I'll read you off this list here in a second. Trying to see where I want all of these. And then how I want to position them. And I'm going to use a stamp from Felicity Jane to number the journaling. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I kind of like it sort of wonky, just a bit. Not all lined up. Okay, so it says kid in tow. So what's included in the Mom Advance pack? Kid in tow on our way to dance class. Cute tumbler in my favorite color filled with ice water, because I take ice water everywhere I go. Headband and chunky earrings always. Comfy dress with pockets, of course. Embroidery bag that holds kits. I forgot to make kits plural, but that's okay. Reference books, various tools, chucks or nothing at all, because that's all I tend to wear on my feet. And then Coach crossbody purse, because at age 41 I can enjoy nice luxuries. So that is where I'm going with this layout. I think I'm going to leave some space in between there. And then we have enough space for the journaling. And then I'm going to take that Felicity Jane stamp that I showed you. I'm going to number each one of these so it's a list of journaling. And that's a really great technique if you're someone who doesn't particularly care to do a bunch of journaling, but you just want to get down the facts, then list journaling is your jam. All right, let me go to the comments real quick before I start adhering things down. Love the frames. Me too. Scrapping today for the first time in weeks using my older stash. Feels so good. Excellent, Allison. That's fantastic. I love that. Thanks for the tip about using frames. No problem. Getting this fantastic inspiration. I'm so glad, Stacey. That's so awesome. I'm so glad that you're inspired. That's the thing about consuming crafting content, is you consume a little bit and then you try a little bit, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do, now that I kind of got the title laid out, I've got to put the mom there. I'm going to go ahead and start tacking some things down here on the layout. And there we go. Daughter's photo. My photo. And it has these little pom-poms on it. If I need to add just a teeny bit of foam just to kind of help it stand up a little bit, I will. But I think I might be okay. think I might be okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. I already had, there's already some adhesive on these frames, but I'm gonna add just a little bit more to reinforce it so that they stay on the page. And these are gonna become anchors for my layered clusters. And by anchor, again, I mean a starting point for your layering, for your layered clusters. So this is gonna go right here. Quick intermission for me to find a refill for my adhesive because I'm just going through it like crazy. Hang out just a second. I'm coming back. Such the case when you're filming a video or doing lives that you run out of adhesive. All right, let's get it going. Then let's get this frame down here. I'm using some Tombow Mono permanent adhesive. It's my favorite adhesive. People ask me, I've had a couple people ask me, why do I use this adhesive versus like an ATG gun? I used to use an ATG, but I got tired of refilling it because sometimes it can be cumbersome to refill. And this fits better in my hand. I have small hands and I type a lot, and I used to lift and work with my hands a whole lot, and I still do now. I just find that this is better to put in my hands versus the big ATG. Alrighty, let's go ahead, now that we got those down, let's go ahead and hit up the title. So I'm going to bring in the Citrus Twist foam alpha letters, and we're going to spell the mom. And I like varying the title in terms of the font stickers that I use because, or stamping, depends, it could be stamping. Hey, Mary. Because it gives the title a lot of interest. If you do different size, different color, just gonna put that there. And then after this layout's done, after today's Zoom, I'm gonna go through and add some liquid adhesive to the back of these chipboard thickers, because those of you who aren't familiar with thickers, if you're using the thickers chipboard material, sometimes that adhesive will not stay tacky for a long time. And so as you're storing your albums, you may have some humidity or heat or cold or whatever, and that adhesive will react to all of that, and you may find that your letters fall at the end of your page protector. So it's great to reinforce chipboard letters, whether they're thickers or any other chipboard, to reinforce it with a little bit of liquid adhesive so they stay on your page. All right. So we're gonna get these lined up. I don't have an eye for straight, so usually however they go on is how they go on. I keep it moving. I'm glad I chose black for this because black is very grounding. And it's going to kind of look editorial. The Mom Advanced Pack. I'm really enjoying scrapbooking this part of my life course as a mom to a tween, because it's really interesting. She's my one and only by choice. There will not be any other children. I'm one and done. But I am enjoying being a mom. She's a pretty cool kid. We got super lucky to have such a great kid. But even more, I like, well, I, of course, scrapbook about her. You guys know that. But I like scrapbooking about changes in my life course as I'm experiencing different things and whatever. Never know what to do with frames. I love this. Oh, fantastic. Frames are so versatile, whether you use them to frame out a photo or you use them as a part of your embellishing. All right, so that's set. What I want to do now, since I already have these down on the page, is I'm going to adhere my vellum. Now, your vellum can be adhered in a couple ways. I always get this question. I'm going to use this adhesive, and I can't see the adhesive underneath. I use the Hero Arts layering vellum. I get that question all the time. What vellum do I use? I use Hero Arts layering vellum. It's a thick vellum. You can run it through your printer, because I print with this all the time. Can use it for a variety of any kind of projects, cards, scrapbooking, that type of thing. Just getting a little blob off there. And I can use my permanent adhesive with it, and it doesn't really show through, which is great. Of course, you can use specialty adhesive specifically for vellum. That is on the market. You just look for vellum adhesive or adhesive for vellum. And it's designed to where you can use it to tack down things made out of vellum onto your projects. Some people like to sew their vellum on. Like if they have a vellum item, they'll sew it on, stitch it on. You can put the adhesive part, hide it behind another element on your layout. So there's lots of ways to kind of adhere your vellum onto your project. Now, as far as list journaling is concerned, if you are somebody who struggles with journaling, creating a list can be super helpful. You just focus on the highlights, and then you can incorporate that into your project. And I always say a little journaling is better than no journaling. Sometimes you may not have anything to say, and that's cool. But just imagine somebody coming after you reading your pages. What do you want them to know? And what do you want to remember? What do you want to remember about a particular story? Get some words down. Put some facts down. All right, I'm going to number the journaling, and then we are going to start creating some layered clusters because that's my jam. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I will post pictures of today's project on my Instagram, and I'll be sharing some stuff on my blog soon. I've kind of had a slow week after I hurt my neck. I haven't been able to sit at my computer for long periods of time, so I had a bunch of blog copy and things that I was working on, and it just hurts my neck too much to sit. So I've been working and resting in fits and spurts. So as soon as I feel ready to, I'm going to go ahead and type up some of my blog copy so you guys can see the projects. But you can see it on Instagram. I will post a picture, so make sure you check that out. Okay, now I need to grab an acrylic block. Oh boy. Trying to be careful here. Okay. Alrighty. And then what I want to do is grab my memento. I mean, not my memento. I'm going to grab some VersaFine for this, since I'll be working with a stamp that's a pretty small detailed stamp. Now, I could have taken some letter numbers and numbered the journaling, like stickers, that is. But you know what? I have stamps, so why not use it? I'm going to use this tiny acrylic block, okay? This is from, I don't remember. I don't remember where this block is from. If you're working with a small stamp, and I'll be working with these smaller stamps, you want to use a small block. Medium-sized stamps, use a medium-sized block. Big stamps, use a large block. That's going to help you control your stamping. Question is scrapbooking your full-time job? It is. I have owned Victoria Marie Designs for almost 7 years, believe it or not. I teach scrapbooking classes through Victoria Marie Designs. I also, at one point, hosted scrapbook retreats in person, but I stopped in 2020 due to the pandemic. So now I host virtual online crops. And I also work with companies on a contract basis to do design work for them. And I've got merch. I also have a Patreon community that helps support Victoria Marie Designs, and we do some exclusive content on Patreon. And then I've got some other fun things that are coming down the pike. A partnership with one of my longtime favorite artists and collaborator. We're going to kind of be going the coaching route, so I'll be sharing some more information about that pretty soon. So Instagram is at Victoria Marie Scraps. So if you want to follow me at Victoria Marie Scraps, that will be awesome. Okay, let me get this screen here. All right, so I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to number my journaling here. I'm just using a little stamp, and I'm going to use black ink. There we go. I could have probably used a stamp that's a little bit more bold, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to grab a paper towel, wipe that off. I'm always careful trying to work with little stamps. By the way, the links to all of my socials are in the description, so make sure you check out the description of today's live, and you'll find all the links to all my socials, including my Instagram. As well as, for those of you who are interested in buying merch, take advantage of that free shipping. That link is posted there too. Okay, there we go. That's number 2. These little stamps come in handy. This could easily be stickers if you wanted it to, Or I could have just typed the number along with the journaling, but I wanted to do something a little bit different design-wise. 3. Lists are so great, particularly if you're someone who's starting out crafting. If you're new to scrapbooking and you're getting used to journaling your thoughts and stuff, writing your journaling in a list form helps. Or if you're someone who's like, you know, I just don't have a bunch to say, but I want to get some words down. 4. There we go. And 5. This is also a great way to incorporate stamping into your scrapbook pages. For some people, stamping on a page is a little challenging. So it may be hard to envision how that journaling, or how the stamping will look on your page, or how to incorporate it. Doing little things like this help to incorporate stamping. It all counts. It all counts. Hello to everyone who's just joined us. Hello, hello. So glad you're here. All right. I'm just going to clean that off. And then we're going to do number 7, little bitty stamps. I used to think I have no use for stamps that small. Yeah, I do. I use them all the time. Putting on dates, numbering, journaling. Great, great set of basics to have in your stash. All right, so that's all numbered for the journaling. Okay. All righty. So now that we have that done, make sure I put my little stamp back. And I don't think there's anything from this stamp set, anything else. There might be something else I might use. This is a Felicity Jane stamp set. And it's called, I forget what it's called. This was from the Emmeline collection from 2016. And unfortunately, for those of you who are Felicity Jane subscribers or fans, the owner of Felicity Jane will be moving on to new opportunities. She has just announced that she's closing up the shop. And so if you are interested in Felicity Jane product, make sure you go and check it out at felicityjane.com before she closes out. She's going to be moving on to some other things. And hate to see her go. I absolutely love Felicity Jane. I've been using their products for years. I was on the design team for a little bit. And just absolutely just a fantastic shop owner. She's just phenomenal. And she was a sponsor for one of my retreats, or a couple of my retreats, actually. So make sure you check that out. Okay. So now that I've got the photos, the title, and the journaling down, it's time to have some fun. Let's embellish. So I want to create embellishment clusters using the frame as an anchor. So I'm going back to what I was talking about earlier, that your frames don't necessarily have to have something behind them, but you can use them to create fun elements on your layouts. So I thought I was going to use this word wonderful, but that's going to compete with the title. So I'm just going to leave that off. I like this little backpack. This kind of looks like one of the work bags that I take with me when I'm out and about. There's a word that says together. I'm going to cover that up with this little backpack. And then I have this little butterfly here that I thought would look cute. Let's also grab some foam because dimension is life, according to Laura Fedora. If you follow her, if you're a card maker, she always sings, dimension is life. I love her to death. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add some foam here to the flower. There are a bunch of flower icons that I have in my stash, and I'm just trying to just use them and use them and use them as much as I can. Let's get this backpack icon, and we're just going to put a little, we're actually going to put a little foam here. So that stands up to the height of that flower. And let's take the backing off. That's going to go here. Okay. Then we have a cute little butterfly. And I'm going to add some other things to these clusters too, because you know what? I just feel like doing the most with the layering. Sometimes, you know, you just got to do the most. Then there's this label here that I thought would be great to put like the date or something. I thought maybe I'd squeeze it underneath here like that. I'm going to keep that there just as a thought. I'm going to come over here to this area. And I think I want to put this floral piece like that. Then I have this big old chunky butterfly that I think would go cute there. I also thought about just putting him to the side here, which will be nice. And I'm trying to also color block just a little bit. So there's the orange and the pinks and stuff here. So I have an orange frame. There's yellow here, although I don't have room for the yellow frame, but it's kind of opposite there. And then a little bit of blue. I thought that would be interesting to do. And I think I want to put this guy here because there might be something else that I put right there. Sometimes I don't always have the answer. Sometimes I just kind of put this together. You know, I do have, usually whenever I am working on a project that I'm going to do live, then I have it all planned out so I don't waste time. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I change things, spare the moment. Okay. There's this word that says #happy, so I want to make sure that's there. There's something I'm going to put here at some point, so we'll go there in just a minute. I have this other flower embellishment that I'm going to put here. And I thought I would get tired of flowers at this point, but to be honest with you, I have so many in my stash, I just need to use them. I think maybe, I want to put it like that. I went through a stage where I was like, no flowers on my layout. Now it's like, you know what? I think I kind of enjoy having flowers on my layout. Then we also have this cute little banner that how did I want this to go? Do I want it to go like that? No, I can't remember. Oh, I know how I wanted it to go. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I think I wanted it to go like that. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. I do kind of plan this out before I go live, so I'm not too lost and and hawing and messing around. So that's gonna go here. Then we're gonna bring the flowers in. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. Then I have this little bow, and I was playing around with this, and that is from, I forgot that I already had one made. It's from the fabric bows from Pinkfresh Studio, and these are really fun because then you can create all kinds of little bows to go on your projects. Very simple. I took one of the larger bows, folded it, smaller one, folded it in the back, and I adhered them together, and then you wrap it together with a little center piece. Very easy to do. So that's going to probably go maybe somewhere up here, I'm thinking. We're just going to leave that there for now. Let's bring in some other textures. How about some foam? Foam looks nice. Let's see. Since I have a butterfly here and here, let's go ahead and do a butterfly here. Again, I want something that's going to go that way, so I think I might bring that butterfly down here. And it has sticky back, but I want to make it a little bit more dimensional. So I'm going to take a powder tool. I'm going to dull the sticky on the back of this. And then I'm going to add a little foam. I'm going to make this kind of pop up just a little bit and force that to pop up just a bit. All right, cool. This little puffy sticker says hello. I'm going to put that down there. My daughter's face, her goofy self. Let's see. It's a sticker that says good day. So maybe I'll put that here. And there's a word that says best. Would that go good here? Do I like that there? I don't think I like that there. I don't think I like that there. I kind of really want, it says fresh start, but that's not, that doesn't really go with what I'm going with here. Not a fresh start, it's just our everyday life. Small joys, here we go. Small joys. Now if I put that bow there, that's gonna really take up a little bit more space. Let me think on that. Let me think on that. Not sure if I want that there or not, but we're just gonna put that there for now. Okay. Cool. Let's see what else I pulled. Almost done with this, by the way. All right. If you're liking what you see, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. I want to use this clip, one of these gold clips in some way. It's not too tall, it won't be super bulky on the layout. But I thought, could I like, use it right there? I have an idea for that, so I might not do it on this particular layout, now that I think about it. I have another idea. I have another idea, moving on. I'm going to use some of these from the Buenos Dias collection. And the colors just go so well. So well. So we have glasses. Let me just kind of round out that cluster up there. Good day. Then we need a little foam. Most of the time I have my sunglasses on when I'm driving, but I thought those glasses would be cute. Just kind of symbolize that. This is where you can start getting all of those really fun little embellishments. Start using those. I love that heart. So that's cool. There's a bow. I'm just going to stick that right on the butterfly. I love this cup of coffee because I do at some point when I am waiting for her to finish class, I go to Starbucks and get myself a coffee. So I'm going to use, isn't that pretty? That's just so pretty. It has the gold foiling. Puffy sticker. Love it. So I think I'm going to put that right there. So I'm just looking for icons just kind of symbolize this part of my life. And that's using up a good number of those stickers, you know. I think I want to use this heart sticker, but that blue might be a little bit too dark than what I want. Yeah, I'll save that for a different project. Okay, so that's looking pretty darn good. Using that stash. I love, love, love these Resin Hearts. I'm going to see if I can use this in some way. Just to kind of play off the gold that's here. And these are super sticky. Kind of like that up there. Just trying to use this stuff, you know what I mean? That there. Now, if I were to do this layout over again, I'm going to tell you, I would probably move the title this way and then move this cluster this way, because this is a visual triangle, right? But I think it would look just a teeny bit more balanced if I shifted that cluster over. But I'm liking where I'm going with this. I'm not changing a darn thing. Not changing a darn thing. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. I think I might be good. I think I might be. Let's look at some, like I said, I really want to play with product today, so that's good. Using some stash, that's awesome, as always. Then I have these enamel dots, so maybe I'll just use that to finish it up. Will I ever do in-person events again? Yes, I just don't know when. I don't know when I'll do in-person events again. It is the amount of money that goes into in-person events. I don't know if I'm willing to make that investment anytime soon. So I'm going to see. I'm going to keep thinking about it. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. I just need to think more about it. I did lose quite a bit of money when I had to cancel my events in 2020. So I'm still giving it some thought. All right, I'm finishing this out with some enamel dots. These are nice. Just to add, you know, a little something something, you know what I mean? Ooh. And let's do maybe here and here. Just a little something something there and there. Okay. And I think with this, we are done. So 12 by 12 layout using my stash. Love it. A lot of Hip Kit Club, Pinkfresh Studio in here, some Citrus Twist, a little bit of Felicity Jane. Really all comes together to make a beautiful, beautiful layout. Got my journaling in place as exactly what I wanted to say. Got those clusters. Used the frame as an anchor. I love to keep the frames open so you can see the background. And then, of course, the title came together very nicely. All I have to do is just add the date, and then I'm done with this project. So I'm going to go back to, let's see. Let me do this. Ah, there we go. My comments weren't popping up. What's going on here? Alrighty. Let me go back to, let me know if you like this layout. Yeah, it was sad when she closed. Absolutely. Sarah says, I usually just cover the who, what, where, and when and call it good. Hey, at least it's something, right? Hey, Eliana, how are you? Let me know if you want prizes. I will definitely reach out to you for sure. I definitely will. Thank you, Eliana, for watching. I love the Misty. I just want to let you know that. I love the Misty so much. I use it all the time. I definitely will reach out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, she wants prizes. Sarah answered that question for you. Yes, Felicity Jane's shop closing is very sad. When she sent out that announcement, I was like, no, I don't want you to close your shop. But there's a lot of things that went into her having to make that decision. So I know that was really, really tough for her, for sure. I think it is for any shop owner who has to close their shop, for sure. Love what you did with the frames. Paper's lovely too. Thank you. Deb says, I did doze off and wake up to this lovely layout. Oh, awesome. I hope you had a great little nap there. Stacey asks, where do you get your inspiration from to do your layouts? They're always just so right for the photo. What you have always goes together. I a lot of times will get inspiration by looking on Instagram, Pinterest. I also gain a lot of inspiration by looking at stuff that's not scrapbooking related. So I follow other artists in different areas of the industry, whether it's mixed media, fine art, fabric arts, whatever it may be. And I like to draw inspiration from other artists, which forces me to think differently about how I create on a scrapbook page. There are some scrapbook artists that I follow because I love their style, and their style has helped inform my own style over the years. But a lot of times I'm going to be looking at things online, YouTube videos, things I come across in magazines, things I come across that other artists make. So my inspiration actually comes from a lot of different places. That's a really good question. Let's see. So glad you love this layout. Thank you. It is very sunshiny in Texas and very hot. It's starting to cool down just a little bit, but not not a whole lot, but it's starting to cool down. Thank you. I'm so glad that you guys like this project. Thank you so much. Got 2 stories told during your live. One was up with page protector, and it's still told. Absolutely. That's fantastic. I love that. I love it. I'm so glad that you guys like it. So we are done with today's live. Just remember, we have free standard shipping on all Victoria Marie merch, so make sure you check that out. That's good until the 17th. And there's always going to be specials running on the merch. So if you miss this one, there'll be another special coming along. My product is sold through a company called Spread Shop. And so they're really good at helping creators such as myself with promotions and stuff to get you guys the merch that you love. So make sure that you check that out. And then also the September crop, Rock Your Stash online virtual crop. We're focusing on pocket cards. All the challenges will be based on 3x4 and 4x6 pocket cards in some way. Come and check it out. All of those details you can find on my Eventbrite page. Every link that I talked about today to the information I talked about is posted down below in the description box. So make sure you check out those links. And get yourself some Victoria Marie merch so you can scrapbook and style. I need to stop doing that before I really injure myself. I will post a picture of this project on the Victoria Marie blog at some point, and then it will be on Instagram here in just a few. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Victoria Marie Scraps. I want to say a huge welcome to all the new folks we have in our community. We have quite a number of new folks. We added probably over close to 100 to 150 new Victoria Marie Scrap bosses. So welcome. I'm so glad that you're joining me. Stay tuned for more content. There's going to be recorded video content, more lives. It's going to be fantastic. Next week, we're going to be talking about sketches. I've got a fun sketchbook that's going to be launching. There's also going to be a free sketch available to you if you're interested in that, and I will be working with sketches. So if you love scrapbook sketches, check out our live next week, same time, same bat channel, 2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. And of course, I'll be posting some information about that. To stay up to date with everything that's going on with Victoria Marie Designs, make sure you click on the link in the description that says eNewsletter. Get on my eNewsletter list so you will be notified when things are coming up. Make sure you follow me on my socials. And that is our Wednesday live. I'm going to actually go rest now because now my neck hurts. More. But I was able to get through an hour. So yes, and create a layout. So there we go. One step at a time. Looking forward to seeing you guys at the crop if you're going to be joining us. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you next Wednesday, 2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we're going to be playing with scrapbook sketches. Bye, everybody.